back to the channel Lamb. We always tell you that this is where we bring positive vibes. We bring you love and positivity. And to those who have subscribed to our channel, we really appreciate and we say thank you. To the returning subscribers, we salute you and we thank you so much. You who has not subscribed, kindly hit that subscription button and join us to spread positivity and love. And today, I'm going to start an episode whereby I'll be bringing to you the people that have brought some impact in our society. The people that have brought positivity. They have shown love to the society. So that is what I want us to look at, so that we can celebrate them. We can appreciate them. We can say thank you to them. And today, I'm going all the way to the land of Wagwan. Wagwan, guys, you know the Tingo. And today, I want to talk about one of our own in that land of Wagwan. I want us to talk about Kino. And I want to start by saying, in this world, there are very many great men and women. There are so many celebrities. There are so many rich people almost owning the world. But let me tell you, we don't remember people because of the houses they had built, of the cars they were driving, of the many estates they had. We remember people by how many souls they touched, how many people they were able to feed, how many people they were able to hold their hands and uplift them from their ashes to grace. That is the only thing that can make you to be remembered. Being kind and helping people or even touching the souls of people does not mean you have a lot of money. Does not mean you are rich. Does not mean you are the greatest person in the society. Does not mean that you are a celebrity. It takes a heart of gold to touch a soul. It takes a heart full of mercy to touch a soul. It takes a loving soul and a soul full of positivity to touch the lives of people. What am I talking about? Today, I was watching the video of Kino and his family members. The mom, the daughter, the dad, and the brother. And I noticed that when you have this goodness, when you have these positive vibes, when you have this love that cannot be explained, it spreads from where you came from. And I want first to thank the mother to Kino because she's a wonderful mom. Because if it were not for her, Kino would not be who he is. It takes a mother with a golden heart, a mother who is full of mercy, a mother who is ready to touch souls, to give birth to a son who is so ready to spread love to others, to spread positivity to others. So when I saw this family all together and joined by this great team that I want to celebrate also, the Dream Team made up of artists who have come together to make this man's dream come true. The dream of touching souls, the dream of feeding those who cannot feed themselves, the dream of providing to those who are down there. They have nothing to sleep on because the other day we saw Kino giving mattresses. They have nowhere to call home, constructing houses for them. They have no one to cry to, and you give them your soda to cry on. That is the greatest blessing in the universe. It is the greatest thing mankind can do to another mankind. And therefore today, when I saw them together, the Dream Team and the family to Kino, I just felt tears because I could see these people are ready to change Trench Town from the bad glory to the good glory. And I was really, really happy because for one, I really love people who appreciate and who are able to mingle and who are able to spread love to those who cannot even be looked at twice. People in the slums, no one cares about them. We have them in our country, but I've never seen a group of people coming together with one goal of touching the souls of people. And I really prayed to God that I want to see one day in our country, Kenya, such a group coming together to touch the souls of people who are sleeping hungry on the streets, who are sleeping hungry in the slums, who have nowhere to sleep. And the reason why I'm saying this is because one day I decided to touch the souls of people using my salary. I said the other day, I'm a teacher by profession. And I started taking a little money and going to the slums and at least starting a small business for someone. And I started a business for an old lady in Mathare slums in Nairobi. I also came to a place called Reabai in Kiambu County and started a shoe business to a couple that had a handicapped child. I also went and touched the soul of a young man whose mother was not able to feed them. And we assisted him to have a motorbike. And therefore, I know what it means for people to be in the slums. Because when I went to Mathare slums, I found this lady who had 6 children, and 5 of them passed away in a very mysterious way. Actually, she was telling me they were bewitched in the village. When they went to their village in, I think in Kisumu, somewhere in Kisumu, she was telling me because they were constructing a house for her, all of them were bewitched. And they died, 5 of them. And she was left with the son. And the son, because of depression, he started getting sick. And the wife he had married also died. So I found this lady in a very bad state, with a son who is sick, sleeping in a very small area, in a very small room, and without a bed. And they are supposed to share this bed with the son's daughter. It was very horrible. And therefore, when I see Kino going to these slums to assist people, to uplift the lives of people, to build houses to people who do not have houses, to buy mattresses for people who are sleeping on the floor, I know what it means to those people. I know what it means to put food on the table to such a person who has slept hungry for some days, and you come and change his life. You make him smile. You make her smile. You make them appreciate being alive. It's a great deed to mankind. And therefore, I want to really appreciate Kino and the work that he's doing. I want to really tell him that God will never forsake him. He shall provide for him all his needs according to God's glory. Because he says that those who look at the poor, those who take care of the poor, God will literally come and visit them in their sick bed. So it is very, very important to touch a soul. And when I see a whole family gathered in Trench Town and changing the lives of the people in Trench Town and changing the glory of that town from bad to good, then this person is worth to be celebrated. He's worth to be told thank you. He's worth to be shared. He's worth to be appreciated. Actually, that is the word I was looking for. He's worth to be appreciated. And I want to appreciate the Dream Team. You are a great team. You are a wonderful team. And no wonder God has blessed you. Some of you are in UK. Because whatever you do to these three true ones of God, you shall receive the same measures, pressed and overflowing. And therefore, you are helping these poor people is not in vain. Because God will visit you individually in your works to bless you. I have just shared how I went to the slums in Kenya. And I tell you that life in slums is not easy. The other day, I was talking to a student whom I teach. And he was telling me, because of poverty, the mother ran away and left them. And this boy is less than 15 years. So he was left to feed himself, to look for money, to pay school fees. And the father, that time I was talking to him, the father was sick. So he's supposed to take care of the father, he's supposed to pay school fees for himself, and he's supposed to provide food for himself. And that is the life in the slums. Children who are young are forced by circumstances to take care of their parents, to take care of their sick parents. Because let me tell you, poverty brings about diseases, brings about desperation, brings about crime. And therefore this young man was supposed to take care of the father, the sick father, and also look for school fees, to pay his school, and also to feed himself. And that is the life in the slums. It's a very hard life. Those children eat 1 meal per day. I don't know how many of us can survive with 1 meal per day. They live a life we cannot even be able to explain. And they suffer a lot. There is a lot of sicknesses and diseases because of the sanitary conditions of the slums. But God is great that they survive these harsh conditions, and some of them God approves them and they become people in life. Like the other day I was telling you about Bahati. Bahati was in the slums of Madare. But by God's grace, you are removed from those slums and you become somebody in life. And I can see what Kino is doing. He's changing the lives of these people. He's giving them hope. He's giving them the reason to live. He's giving them the reason to face tomorrow. Because when you are faced with poverty, and I was there when I was growing up, I grew up with 1 meal per day. And sometimes that meal would miss. And you are forced to sleep hungry. And therefore, when I see this young man just moving around the slums and assisting these people, my heart is touched. My heart feels a lot of appreciations for him. And therefore, I salute you, Kino, and I really want to appreciate the work that you are doing. And may the Lord bless you beyond boundaries so that you can be able to touch many souls, so that you can be able to uplift the lives of many people, so that you can put hope to those people who are desperate, who do not know their tomorrow, how their tomorrow will be. But you change it and they see a bright tomorrow. They see a blessed tomorrow. They see a good tomorrow. And therefore, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you. To those people that God has blessed. And you are so blessed that you have food to eat and excess. This today I was just discussing with some of my colleagues in school. And we were talking about these people that say they use around 250,000 per day. One day, 250,000 Kenyan shillings. That is about how many dollars? I think $200, eh? No, $2,000. About $2,000, yeah, per day. And I was asking, these people that use all that money, because you have the money, you have nowhere to take this money. But you can change the life of a person using this money. You can change the life of just one person. And you prevent him from committing suicide. Because sometimes people are faced with the poverty until they cannot see the reason of living, until they cannot see the purpose of life. I remember there is this guy I saw in social media who was saying that he has been sick for some time. And he has tried to ask people for assistance, but he has not yet gotten the assistance. And now he wanted to ask for assistance to go to where? I can't remember the country, to go and have mass killing so that he can be killed. You know what it means? And I felt so sad because we have people with money in the society. We have people who are driving very big cars, and it's not bad to drive a big car. But as you live comfortably, just save a little and touch somebody's soul and uplift somebody's life, because that will be counted when you go to heaven. You can gather a lot, but like I started by saying, the amount of money you have gathered will not make us remember you, but we will remember you by how many lives you changed, how many souls you touched, how many people you gave hope, how many people you uplifted from the ashes to grace. And this is all the purpose of humanity. This is the spreading of love. This is the real love that Jesus Christ preached. That love your neighbor. Those who feed one of my sheep, I will remember them. So God remembers you who is able to touch a soul. And therefore I pray that Kino gets a lot of value so that he can be able to spread love to many people, so that he can uplift the lives of many people, so that he can be able to touch the souls of many people. And that way, Trench Town will have its glory again, will be a good town where everybody is happy, where everybody celebrates the goodness of God. So this family is a blessed family. The mother, the father, the brothers, and I'm sure the sisters, if they are all. It's a family that is able to touch the souls of people. And therefore, we say here, Kino, your family, the dream team, kudos. Be blessed, build boundaries, be enlarged so that you can be able to touch souls. And I will say bye-bye for now. See you during the next video. Cheer. Ciao, 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 ciao.